Hi, Dave. It's Dave. One thing I'm learning, my thoughts or what I gotta change. Like the punishing, I have to change my thought. I've got a lot better with that because I've changed my thought pattern. It's not everything's a punishment, but it's changing my thought pattern, not liking myself. I just changed the thought pattern. Listening to audiobooks, I realize it's my thoughts that create the problems that I have. It's my thoughts. As long as I improve my thoughts or change my thought pattern. And since I've been doing that, I've been doing a lot better. And one thing that's hard is what you hear in the audible books put in play. So it takes practice. And I'm working on it. I'm getting better working on it. I'm in a better space, better place in my mind. I don't see everything a punishment. I don't see anything negative anymore because I changed my thoughts. I still have blips in the screen, but I work on it. Go back to thinking positive. And one thing I believe, some people think it's corny, but we manifest. If we're always negative, thinking negative, treating ourselves like negative, we're going to draw negative stuff. If we treat ourselves with respect and dignity, we're going to manifest positive things. And that's what I'm learning. And one thing I'm working on is one day at a time. And the hardest thing for me is to stay positive and treat myself with respect and dignity. That I struggle with because this is pretty much all new to me. Nobody hated me more than I hated myself. Nobody hated me more than I hate myself. I used to hate myself. Now I like myself. I can tolerate myself today. I'm in a different mind space due to positive audiobooks. They're changing the way I think about myself and everything. I don't hate myself. I like myself today. Not everything's a punishment. I still have blips to screen with that, but it's no big deal. I don't argue with whoever I believe is helping me in my spiritual realm. I don't argue with them. Why the hell you punish me? I don't do that anymore. I'm in a better mind space than I've been in a long time. And it does help. And a good book to listen to, if anybody, nobody even watches these videos I post. Doesn't matter if YouTube lets them out or not. But they're for me. So I can look back to see where I came from, where I was, and where I came from. And I've come a long way from when I first started posting, when I was my symptoms. You probably hear the cars going down the road. I'm pretty much on a main drag. Usually this hour there's not too many people going down. And that's the side street I'm next to. I'm like on a corner of two streets. But like, I'm in a better space of mind. I don't care what people think. And one thing I'm learning, nobody has to like me. And I don't have to like anybody else either. The feeling's the same thing. Nobody has to like me and I don't have to like them. The only one that has to like me is myself. And I do enjoy myself today. I enjoy my own company. And I like being alone. And when I'm alone, I'm not lonely. Because I enjoy being alone. More now than I did before. It's enjoyable. It's pleasurable. It's really pleasurable being alone. It's a pretty nice temperature out tonight. This morning. It's morning, actually. It's morning. It's like 4 in the morning. This is starting to get into my night. So, I got a lot done in my apartment. I'm cleaning, organizing. It's looking good. Keeping busy. That's all that counts, is keeping busy. and listen to audiobooks. I haven't listened in 2 days. I make a habit not to constantly listen to it because you got to absorb and think about everything you're listening to get it to where it makes sense. And sometimes you got to listen to it a few times to understand it. Not to understand it, but absorb it and put it in play. And for me, the key is not caring what people think of me. I really don't care. It took a long time to get there. And now I am. So, I'm in good space in my head. But the mind space is really good. In a good mind space. Sorry about that. It's helpful. Listen to positive audiobooks. But the good one I listened to, I still got like 30 some minutes listened. I listened to it 2 or 3 times. It's Human Mind Owner's Manual. Something like that. I think that's something like that it goes. It's really helpful. It talks about DBT and all that behavior learning, and it's really helpful. And when I'm done with this, I'll probably listen to it for a few minutes. For the last 30 some minutes I got left of it, because it's really helpful. It's really helpful. But like I said, I don't listen to audiobooks all the time because then there's too much and you can't absorb it all. So I take breaks and let it absorb. But I'm learning it's my mindset. If I think negative, it's going to be negative. And one thing I'm learning, feelings are feelings. They're neither good or neither bad. They're just feelings, and we still have to function with the feelings. And our thoughts can change the feeling. If we think something's negative, it's going to be negative. If we think it's positive, it's positive. And one thing about humans, there can be 50 million good things and one bad thing, and we'll focus on the one bad thing and not everything else. And that's what's changed for me. Like today, I had some bad days, but I had a couple of good things. So that's positive. I'm looking at the positive now. So why focus on one bad thing when there's so much good stuff going on? I'm learning not to focus on the bad stuff. It helps seeing the positive in things instead of the negative. And that's changed my mindset too, seeing the positive. And the one thing I got better at, I don't belittle myself anymore. I don't literally belittle myself. I used to literally be really bad at belittling myself. And I don't do that anymore. I'm really positive and all that. So, I'm sorry if this is low. I'm outside and people probably got their windows open because it's not too bad out today. So sorry about that if it's a low volume of my voice. I'm trying to get my apartment set up so I can pretty much do it in there. That's going to take time to get everything cleaned up and stuff, because I'm working on all parts of my apartment at the same time. It doesn't help, but keeps my mind organized. Hey, kitty. Yeah, we got cats around here. And he's up, he's stretching. I just keep looking around because sometimes people come out of the doors to have a cigarette late early in the morning, so I just don't want anybody to come out when I'm videotaping. If they do, I'd just shut it off. No big deal. And like I said, one of the things I'm learning is nothing's a punishment. Not everything's a punishment. It's just part of life. And trauma's trauma, yes, but it's life journeys that we need to use to get better. One thing I stopped doing is blame game. I don't blame anybody for anything I've done. It was me and me alone. And as long as I'm going through stuff, I'm learning. The more I go through, the more I learn. And I'm learning that now. Now I take things in stride because it's a learning experience. And one thing I want to get audiobook or regular books or read too, because I want knowledge, and that's one thing I like is knowledge. And all smart or positive audiobooks are good knowledge, and that's what I'm working on, good knowledge.